Hello YouTube, Xisuma here with another episode of Xisuma's World. So since the last episode I haven't actually done anything and I've just finished reading all of your comments. So at the end of the last episode I asked what people liked, and I think it just edged it, but I think stone bricks won the vote. But for now I decided I should just leave in the wood and stone on either side, and I actually kind of like it like that. So there's no need to rush ahead and rip out all the wood just yet. And another common suggestion I got was to use the nether brick, and I'm not really a fan of it with sandstone. It feels like too much of a contrast for my liking, and someone also pointed out that you can't make half slabs. So anyway, in this episode I've got a couple of tweaks to make with the boat dock, and also someone's pointed out that the wiring is unnecessarily big, so I'm going to be looking at compacting that. And also I want to start work on my vertical wheat farm, which I think I'm going to build around here and build it in a tower up into the sky. So the first thing I set out to do was compact the redstone, and I've tried to sort of create a separate room for it, and I've tidied up everything, and it turns out I couldn't compact it in the way I wanted to. These repeaters here and the redstone here could have gone in the middle, except because of these pistons on either side there'd be no way to wire them, so I just had to leave them how they are. And I've added in the pulse lengthener along here, and I put these walls in, and I was thinking of putting in some glass windows and having a walkway around the other side. So then we'd do the same thing on both sides. You'd have the entrance like this, and on this side you'd be able to go through the walk around bit and look in at the redstone from this side. So as well as that, up the top here I put down some wood, and I'm going to show you something in a minute, another form of dock that you can make. And yeah, this just kind of makes it feel a lot nicer having the steps up here and having this wooden dock area. And as well as that, I've added this here as well, and that's just the roof from the bit round the corner. And so I'm really liking this sort of open feel at the moment, and what I'm thinking of doing is creating some stairs down the side here to the animal breeding area, and having that on both sides and making that the main entrance to get down there. So this very simple form of dock that I'm about to show you might not actually work anymore because boats are so fragile now. And I'm just going to change this so it looks nice aesthetically as well. And then what you want to do is place blocks like this, and then remove all of them, and now the water flows into this bit here. And this is how I used to use a boat dock, and used to just head over to it, and then as you hit the water stream, pull back, jump out, and then it stays there and it won't go away, and then when you want to come back you can just jump in it like that. And now it's acting funny. So at this point I've been thinking a lot about how I want to build this up and what I want to do, where I want to put different things, and I've got a few ideas. So first I'll show you this that I've made, a little walkway down like this, and it ties in with this 3 wide half slab going all the way around, so I'm probably going to put the same thing on the other side. And as well as that, I've been thinking about transport to get here. So obviously we've got the boat system set up, but as well as that we'd probably like to have the option to travel here by minecart. So back at the base we have the tree house, and we have that big route on one part of it that's facing this way along here, and that would lead to the spider farm, which I think is somewhere around here. And also we have just over there is the site of the mob spawner that we're going to build one day, and the slime farm as well. So we're going to have to build a big tunnel, and it can come all the way up here, and hopefully it can branch off to each of those sites. And then I was thinking we could make it align up with this side. So that's what I'm thinking at the moment, is having these these steps going all the way down underground and meeting up with that tunnel. And it's just going to have to be a case of designing it right, because we want to put this little walkway up from the bottom there as well. So that's one thing, and the other thing I'm thinking about is I'm running out of sandstone, which made me think, right, I've got to extend the quarry, and that's something I've overlooked when I've built this at the back here. I haven't thought about the fact that this quarry is only going to get bigger and bigger, and yeah, So I didn't build this with that in mind, and what I'm thinking of doing is either creating these three wide platforms that go across the quarry, and they have little stairs down to the quarry below, which I think could look quite good and industrious, or I could continue with this false roof and leave the desert as it is and quarry from below. And I can't really make up my mind, but yeah, I just thought I'd let you know what I'm going through in the design process of this place at the moment. Okay, so at the moment I'm sort of juggling three different ideas at once. We want to build some sort of tower building here with the wheat farm. We want to build over there another tower. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I have a couple of ideas. We want to build the tunnel to link to the main base. Just going to put a torch there, it's a bit dark. And yeah, the other thing we want to do is the quarry. So at the moment I've got some ideas for the quarry, and what I'm thinking of doing is continuing the half slab and water wall and make it under where I'm standing at the moment. And yeah, this will come all the way across here, and then I'd have to move this window, I'd probably put it here, and then from inside the redstone room we could have a half slab wall as well with water, and it would probably come as far back as the wooden planks here, so we'd have a 4 wide water stream that sort of separated Atlantis from the quarry. And then for the quarry I was thinking that, I mean, logically, in order to build the wooden platform roof with the sand on top for the sort of false desert, we would have to mine it all out first anyway. So it makes sense to try out the other idea, since if I don't like it I can then just build the false roof, and if I'd done it the other way around it'd be a lot more work. So that's my plan for now. I'm going to start work on this side and try and get this all done, one half of the I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the extension of this water across. Okay, so this is coming along really nicely. I really like how it looks. A couple of problems with it though. The main thing is this. I've put the double slab there and then sloped it down 2 blocks apart each, and then left it at this height, which I think looks really nice because it's sort of level with the player. And if we go around this way, and we can see on this side I've done it slightly different because I've brought it all the way up to the top, and as I was looking from up there I realised that perhaps we could keep this slope the same as the other side, which I think would look better, and also as we extend the quarry we can extend it out that way as well, and then you would see the rest of this from the other side like you do here. So I probably will change that, but we don't have to do that straight away. But anyway, now I have to fill it up with water, which is quite a big task because we have to lay a load of bricks, a load of blocks across one side, and then place water on them the whole way, and then break those blocks and place another layer. So what I might do is a little mini time lapse for that, just so you can see the technique on how to do it in case you want to do something like this yourself. So that's one technique you can use to fill up an area like this with water, and while I was doing it I realised there's another way, so when I do it on the other side I could show you that quickly as well. So let's go take a look. I think it looks really nice actually. yeah, it just kind of blends in well with everything. And got to take a look from the redstone room as well. And in here it looks quite good as well. At the moment I've cut it off here, and I think what actually would have looked better was to take it all the way across, but I have some plans to put some more redstone stuff in here, so we'll do the same thing on the other side and it will cut off, and then we'll have to build a new wall here. And as I said, I've got a couple of things to put in here as well. Okay, so I have this side ready, and I'm going to show you the alternate method you could use to fill this up with water. And as you can see, I've made a dirt platform, and now I'm just going to fill the top up with water, which shouldn't take too long. And there we go, so the whole thing's filled up, and now what you would need to do is remove all of the dirt like this, which I think is a lot quicker. And now all your dirt's at the bottom as well, which will take a moment to swim down, because when you swim back up... Oh, and I lost my my shovel. So yeah, when you swim back up, all the water current will be pushing you down. So that's why I would do it with disposable block like dirt, because you get plenty of it and you never really use it as a building material. So if you were doing something deeper, you'd need respiration or something like that to get down and back up again. And that's how you do it. And now what I'm going to do is tidy up these walls on both sides and make all the water connect with the ocean. Okay, I've just finished tidying up each of these sides and it looks really good now. Really happy with the way it turned out, and what I want to do next is build the wall that goes between these two, and that'll be part of the redstone room under there. So I'm going to tidy all of that up, get that looking nice, and then build the two walkways across here and build the roof area as well. Okay, so I've been working for some time now on the entrance to the redstone room that's going to be part of this wall, and I've been doing this with pistons, and I've never really been too much of a fan of piston doors, and there's no real way for me to do this nice and streamlined as well with the wall, and I've sort of given up on the idea. I didn't think the redstone ore looked too good against the sandstone as well. I like it as a say an entrance to the redstone room. I think it signifies it quite well. So I thought I'd just show you that, and yeah, unfortunately I'm not happy with it, so I'm going to just tear it down. So this is the entrance, and I've just gone for a simple open walkthrough, and the walls are very simple as well, and at the moment I'm really struggling to sort of be creative and get an idea of what I want to do, and it's because of this. I can't move around, I can't get a sense of space, so I'm really going to need to extend the quarry at this moment. And I've also built a bit more upstairs, and yeah, very simple, just a pool of water with some glowstone underneath. And again, I'm not really feeling that either, and what I need to do is get rid of this quarry and extend these walkways, and then I'll have a better view of the place and start to build it up better. Okay, my pick is running low, and yeah, got a level 50, so alright, that is awesome. Not what I was looking for, but a fortune pick is good. I was hoping for efficiency and unbreaking, but I do like that. And now I'm going to make another one. Okay, so it's time to get our second level 50 pick. And what do we get? Oh, same thing again. Interesting, both level 50. Well, next time we do one, we'll see what we get, and if we get the same thing again, there might be a pattern emerging there. But anyway, let's get back to Atlantis. Okay, so I've expanded the quarry, and I've built these walkways out as well. And I don't think they look too good at the moment. I think they're the kind of thing that look better when the quarry is bigger. And that's going to take a lot of work to make this bigger, but there's a huge desert biome here to rip apart and get lots of sandstone and sand from. But yeah, still not really sure what to build at the moment. Let's just go down there. One thing I do need to do is get some more chests for storage, because these are the other ones are filled up and these are starting to fill up as well. And yeah, I've been thinking about having maybe some stairs coming down here, I've also got to build some sort of storage room like I just said, and at the moment I'm not really too sure how to go about it, so I'm going to take some time to think and see what I can come up with. Okay, so that was me trying to come up with something to work here, and what I'm trying to do at the moment is build a nice stairway down to the bottom here, and nothing's feeling quite right. It's kind of all big and bulky and the shape doesn't feel right. As you saw, I tried quite a few different things. I did like it in the middle. That wasn't too bad, but then there wasn't really space behind for a storage area, which is what I'm trying to do as well. So the main reason I'm building this staircase though is because when you're in this area down here, you want to be able to come across and get down to the quarry or to the storage area. And the way you get there at the moment, that's if we didn't have this here, you would go through the redstone room, and it just doesn't feel nice walking through here. I want to get some nice sort of movement through the base. So what I'm thinking of doing is ripping out the staircase and building a wall here, comes out to say where this wall is, or maybe a bit further, and then go all the way across and have a wall at the same point on the other side. And then with that sort of area we could make a good storage area here as well. And one thing we can't do is have the storage area down in the ground, because the animal breeding machine might come up here. I've got some big plans for that, but anyway, what I'm thinking of doing is, I've been thinking about it a lot, and if we come down from the boat dock or from up here and we want to go straight over to the quarry, rather than go through the redstone room, it would be nice to come here and turn this way. So what I'm thinking of doing is building a sort of underground walkway under the water, and then we can put in a glass roof as well. So I'll have some steps here, and we'll go down through the glass roof and come up the other side, and where we come up will be the other side of the wall that I was talking about for the storage area, and it'll be just somewhere here. So we can even have a doorway here to get into the storage area, or we can walk around the front and come in this way, and I think that's going to work really nicely, and it'll be quite different to have something strange like that, you know, a little walkway under some water with a glass roof. So I've tidied this area up and I've started work on the tunnel underneath, which I actually really like. Kind of felt like it might look a bit forced, but it actually kind of goes really nicely, and because we've got half slabs we can keep it dark down here as well, and that's why I haven't had to worry about putting torches up everywhere around here. And I added in this, which I actually think looks better without, so I'll just show you what it's like. And yeah, I think that looks a lot better in my opinion. And I was talking earlier about building a tower around here with the wheat farm and that in, and the way things are going I tend to sort of follow what feels right at the moment, and this is what feels right, doing this, and I can't quite see where I'm going to put in this wheat farm. And strange. Yeah, but I'm sure I'll find a way, and if not I can always build one back here as well, which would look quite good I think. and if I do that I feel like I've got to put a roof on this as well, so I was thinking of a nice glass, maybe slightly domed roof on the top here as well. But for now I'm going to, oh, that looks quite nice from up here as well. So yeah, I'm going to finish the tunnel. So I've arrived at the other side, and the first problem I had was with the half slabs. They came over to this block here, so I had to change that, and now it doesn't look quite right. And what I'm thinking of doing is just having the half slabs come all the way across, and then having a stone half slab pillar here or something, because that just doesn't look right at all at the moment. But it still looks good from the other side, which is what I went and checked. So I'll be keeping it how it is on this side. So I've sorted out the problem with the half slabs by continuing this sort of line all the way across, and I put the double slab at the end here instead of a pillar, and I think it looks quite good. I've done the same thing down the other end as well, and what I'm thinking about doing next is this tunnel that I talked about that connects this area up to the main base. I was saying about it being here, and as you can see I've laid down and made this room like the other side. I'm going to have to get rid of the wood at the moment because I didn't want to lay down wood in here because I didn't like how it would look with the, you know, bits like this. So yeah, to connect this up to the main base, I'm thinking about putting in a few more stairs here so it goes a little bit lower, and then going in this direction and having a tunnel linking up to the main tunnel. And I think that'll make quite a nice entrance, because when you come from the tunnel up here you've got the nice water roof, and then it's left or right you can go to the animal breeding machine Atlantis or into the quarry, and I think that would be a fairly good entrance. And yeah, that about wraps it up for this episode. I talked about doing a lot of stuff really. Talked about building the wheat farm, which I'm still not sure how I'm going to put it in here. I think I'm going to have to make it a separate building nearby, but there's still a lot of work to be done here, and next episode I think I'm going to start work on that tunnel from the main base. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.